So I thought we'd end up with a strong northwest wind.
Well, and you said possible chance of rain still, right then?
Yeah. 30%.
Yeah, but that's 30%. What does that mean?
I don't listen to those guys unless they say 70.
Or rain. It is interesting to try and figure out what that means, though, 30%. I still don't. I've thought about it a lot. I have no idea.
3 chances out of 10.
But what is it? 3 chances out of 10? I mean, does that mean that? Well, we've talked about it before, but I don't know. Does that mean that? I've often put it this way: are they predicting rain, and they're 7 out of 10 times they're wrong, or they're not predicting rain, the opposite? Or are they saying that there's something about that what really is happening is that the nature of reality is that 30% of the time it's going to rain? In other words, you know what I'm talking about, Dan?
Yeah, we've had
it many times.
A few times.
Never resolved, but or is it? Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. You haven't gotten any new insights in it.
No,
with your just about getting a PhD now, you have no new insights.
I don't know if it's a statistical, rigorous statistical thing they're basing that on, or if it's just a convenient way to communicate to the public.
Sure. Yeah. But if you are communicating the idea that there's a probability of something happening, that's a strange.
That they say, you don't have any idea. Are they saying that in any given location in the forecast area, there's a 30% chance of rain in that where you're standing?
Right.
Or are they saying somewhere in the forecast area, however they define that, there's a 30%?
Right. You don't know that either. Well, you know, I'm sure.
That's why nobody listens to the weather reports a lot of times.
I'm sure that most of those weather people don't know either what they're saying.
Yeah, well, they look at the computer models and all that.
But somebody must know what that. I mean, the people who are who design the models, they must have some idea what it means, or what they think it's representing.
Right, but it may be that it's a more sophisticated thing than they can express by just saying there's this chance of rain. So it's just some shorthand
that they're using.
Yeah.
But the model is based on as I understand it, is they're trying to look when these conditions pertain what happened in the past, right? It's just aren't they statistical models? They're not. In other words, when all the input that they put into that thing, all the temperatures from everywhere that they can gather them, when those things occurred similar to that in the past, then this particular thing happened. So many times, maybe that's it. This happened. It rained 3 out of 10 times. That could be.
Yeah.
When the conditions were close to this, it rained 3 out of 10 times. Well, that would be. Then that would make.
It would make sense, but I don't know if that would.
You don't think that's what they're doing? I would find some comfort in that if that's what they were doing. And it wouldn't be making any grand claim, you know. It'd just be.
Yeah. No. It's,
it's just
right.
You know, it just like the guy looking at the clouds. Well, you know, whenever I see these clouds, most of the time it rains.
Sure.
It's just a more, you know, they just have more input.
I think it's better with the guy looking out at the clouds.
Well, they say the animals can predict the earthquakes better than people can.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, I know I mean, that's where I learned how to watch the sky and stuff like that, you know, from my grandfather and dad, farmers,
Sensing when it was going to rain.
sure.
It was probably
Like
more
you could
accurate for their
feel-
particular spot
Sure, right, yeah.
than listening to a weather report.
Right,
Well, what else do you think it could be other than that?
I don't, well, sometimes I think there's a possibility that the people think that it gets down to the question of whether they think it's a deterministic world or a probabilistic world. Because if it's a deterministic world, then if they know all the information, they know exactly what's going to happen. If it's a probabilistic world, then they don't know that. There's just in other words, the nature of things are uncertainty, or the nature of things aren't uncertainty. And
Yeah, but even if they think it's a deterministic world, they know that they don't know all of the
right,
relevant conditions.
Right,
So
but
I
then-
don't know if that applies to.
but then I think that's what it is. Then it's a statistical thing. Just saying that all these things happened in the past, so many times out of this is what happened. But I think there are also guys who think that well, I guess there's guys who think that equations can model the stuff. I would just like that the world runs on mathematical principles or some kind of thing like that. So if you discover what those are, you can figure it out. So I don't know. I'm just guessing, but. Whoops.
Next one.
Yeah.
Probability.
Missed the turn.
No, I didn't.
He's
Just a little
he's cutting off.
blocking the lane.
Yeah, blocking the lane. And not in the right lane to begin with. He should be going.
So,
For us?
yeah, it was
Well,
for
yeah.
us.
Look where we're at.
That's too
Stan.
bad. Now this
I'll
would be
shrink
nice.
down.
Man, oh.
This would be. Can I get over there now?
Jeez, what a faux pas.
I think I can.
Yeah, you can.
After I get arrested here.
Man.
Too bad we couldn't get that on the real tape there because
Yeah, we got
could
this
have got
on this
that
tape.
sound.
That's good enough. Yeah,
Could
the
have got
screeching, the
screech,
honk,
the honk.
the obscenities as he was going
Yeah.
by. I'm really kind of concerned, Mark, for your
Well, I would have to say that I haven't been driving very well.
your focus has really been just
I've been distracted.
all over.
Right.
Yeah.
Get no argument from me on that.
Well, I gotta warn you, I'm slowing down in my driving even worse than I used to
Oh,
be.
shoot.
So I've always had trouble.
We haven't calibrated.
maintaining my speed.
We haven't
And
calibrated that
getting
into we haven't calibrated that into our
Yeah.
first leg here.
My driving's slower than normal.
Yeah, you were driving slow
Right.
too.
Well, I'll try to pick her up on the freeway.
See, that's the one nice thing about having cruise control. You don't have to worry about it.
But 75, maybe up to 78 is probably tops on the van.
As far as what you want it to go?
Yeah, sustained speed. I don't know if we can handle 80 for a long time. But Dan, it is important to keep it up to the over 70 though, because the high RPMs in overdrive are sort of important for the. Otherwise, we get the clunk.
Driving second.
We'll get the clunk.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid, we don't want the clunk.
No,
Anything
no,
but the clunk.
we don't want the clunk. But the temperature's been holding pretty well with the air on.
You want me to see what the temperature is in
Outside,
St.
yeah.
Cloud?
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
Does it have a light on it? So
No, we have a flashlight under your seat. Greg is now holding the.
pretty hot out. Oh man, it's
It
going
might-
through the. Pay attention, Mark.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll take care of the temperature gauge here. Would you have gotten a smaller one?
No,
You said there is a flashlight on
I
there?
think you have to hold make sure you're holding the other end of it though, Craig, otherwise the warmth of your hand, see the bulb is down at the bottom.
Well, yeah, I got it like, is this okay? Kind of like this?
Might be
Or
okay. Yeah.
give me a string and I can go like this.
Well, if you
I don't
just-
know if I-
Here, I'll show you the correct way to. Between thumb and finger. Firmly in.
So you don't-
it
so-
doesn't blow,
Yeah.
blow.
Oh, we're at a stop sign now.
Yeah. Should be able to get quite an quite an
What a
accurate.
bunch of frickin' idiots are looking
Quite
at
an
it.
accurate.
80 degrees.
Great, 80 degrees.
Yep. Jeez. That's right. Oh, man. Bunch of Mickey Mouse. Try to be sophisticated, but actually it works better this way. 80 degrees in St. Cloud at 8:30 on August 12th, 2006, the year of our Lord, 2006.
Hour and 25 minutes to get to.
Jeez. Are we there yet?
So we're a half hour.
Well,
Half
that's
hour
not-
behind.
Our mind's overloaded already. What part of the trip do we get to relax?
We're on all the time.
Yeah, I know it. That's what I'm saying.